Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 111. Let's just check that I got the episode right. I sure did. Wonderful. We're currently playing as Kaiser Wilhelm III, the Cruel of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Wilhelm II, who himself was the grandson of Kaiser Wilhelm I. And we're not in any wars. Bizarrely. We're going to be fixing that in a moment. Today we're going to be attacking the Byzantine Empire. Yep, that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a big battle. Everybody's going to love it. It's going to be fun. But first we need to wait for our... I believe we were waiting for our man the Pope to get back to us with something. There we go. The Pope has given us our final claim, which I believe was for Messine here. So we're ready to go. Just 1 minute in. Right. Let's fuck it. Let's do this. Now, the Byzantine is already involved in 2 wars, both of which he is winning fairly handily. So we do know that he has troops raised. Done. Who is he actually allied with? Okay, so odds are we'll have... He can't call Bohemia to war, but he can call Aquitaine and Volga Bulgaria to war. He won't call Volga Bulgaria to war, but he might be able to call Aquitaine. So let's just have a look here. Volga Bulgaria won't come in because he's so far away that he doesn't care. Oops, wrong one. Aquitaine won't come in because he likes the other dudes too much. We're going to send Aquitaine some money. That way we may prevent Aquitaine from coming into this war. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. And that's honestly the only ones I care about. Those 2 are the only ones that he can draw in. Aquitaine would be an annoying distraction. Now we're going to do something that we don't usually do. Because I want this war done with and over with nice and fast. We've raised our personal levies. Now that costs us 42 gold per month. That's alright. We're also going to raise some non-personal levies, as you can see here. Now, we're not going to keep all of these guys up because that would be weird as hell. Let me just select a bunch here and get rid of them. Basically, what I want to do when I work out my scrolling is get my troops together. We can see there's 20,000 there. That's a good size. I also want to get about 7,000 to give to these guys here, but not of any armies that are in this area, because if we start trying to actually gather troops together in Greece, they'll start getting hunted down. And these ones here, all of these guys, this is actually pretty good here, all of these guys can come together in Acre. So there is this sizable army here, but it's not actually a Byzantine army, it's just a bunch of dudes from Byzantine, if you will. Maybe it's one of these rebels, whatever. These guys can go down, these guys here can go down. I have to move them before I tell them to do that because they were starting a siege. These guys there. Now one thing we don't want to do is keep these guys up for too long. So if we keep them up for too long, people get pissed with us and, I don't want to do your thing, and all that sort of rubbish. I tell these guys to move? Yep. We can keep them up for just a little bit while we get, you know, all this stuff together. Okay, so that's 4,700 there. And we'll just give them a couple more. These ones here should be good. And that will probably be the armies that we're looking for. So we just wait for them to gather up before we dismiss for rest. Except for these guys up here, because seriously, we know that we're not going to need these guys. So to do that, we just zoom out, drag over, select, hit that button, put them down. And that's not exactly how we'll do it for the rest of them, because we don't want to dismiss the troops when we've, gathered them up. Oh, neat. That's actually pretty handy. So we better start pressing this war. These guys are all moving down. That's fine. Wonderful. Big Byzantine army up here. Yeah, there's still some big ones around the place, but nothing we can't handle as long as we handle them individually. And that's really how this works. We're going to be doing this individually. Well, you can stop that, my friend. One thing we can do if we really wanted to is scroll down this entire massive list, just find the armies that aren't moving and get rid of those, but it's kind of inefficient. So we just wait for everything to gather up. And then get rid of the armies that aren't big. And we really do need to keep an eye on things. Particularly with these slow-moving armies up here. And see, we've already got the Duke of Carinthia is annoyed at us for raising troops. That's probably because he's a huge. Also, we'll get rid of these ones here in Venice. They can't gather anywhere. This is looking pretty good. So only our personal levies cost us money. The other ones, they're fine. The other ones, they cost the other guys money, and that's why they get pissed off at you for raising them up. We have a Sunni revolt in Madaba. Really? Again? So that's somewhat of an issue, because these guys might be moving through there. So I'll just tell these guys to go up there like that. And then that should be fine. We can handle them after we take Acre. There's not too many of them. And they're actually taking attrition. The war allegedly isn't going as we planned, but don't worry, I need no help. I'd like to know how it isn't going as planned. Okay, so these armies have started gathering up, so everything to the west of this line here we can safely put down. Like so. Down here as well, get rid of those. We just want to get rid of these so nobody gets pissed off with us. Something you can do if you're kind of a smaller nation and don't have as many retinues as we do, is cycle whose levies you have raised. If you want to micromanage it a little bit. So raise up one guy's levies, use them to fight a war. And then, if he starts getting pissed, put those levies down. Go and find somebody else who'll help out. Now, this will say that we're leading troops in Oberbayern. We do not want to be leading troops in Oberbayern. So we'll give that to, this fellow here, I guess. We'll actually be assigning commanders when the entire force is gathered up. Doesn't make sense to do it before that. Big Byzantine army fighting the big armies of Apulia, who is one of my vassals and kinsmen and all that sort of stuff. But that won't count towards our war score, I believe. No matter who wins that. And honestly, no matter who wins that, we kind of win a bit. It either reduces our vassal's strength, or fucks up the Byzantine a bit. Looks like our vassals are going to lose that, though. Not too big an issue. Okay, troops, how we doing? This army is gathered, and this will actually be a separate army. We're not combining it with anything. Whereas all of these guys are supposed to be gathering together into this province, so that I can send them down to reinforce Eustratios, his army. And we're probably going to punch through Acre. I mean, we're getting very close to just defeating it while we're gathering our guys up. It's good. I have a good feeling about this war. Also, wow. You guys are really messing around with each other up there in this little battle. Looks like the tables have turned, Byzantium. Oh, slight problem. The Sunni uprising decided to intercept some of our men. I'm just going to let that happen. I'm not too concerned about it. I will attack this castle though while we're at it. And we've got a new Grand Mayor of Pisa. Let's just combine all of these armies together to truncate the outliners list. And yeah, we've totally lost his battle down here, but you know what? I don't particularly care. Okay, let's see if we can ransom some people. Or add in person. One individual person. Yeah, we'll just attack this town. Yep, of course you do. Yeah, so they might have wiped out these guys, but they're still moving over here. And it's only given them 1% war score. And yeah, you can see here, we're definitely going to be annoying people, slightly. But because of our advanced, you know, time or period of rulership, it's not such a bad thing. You know, we can soak that sort of loss. Okay, so that's Acre under control. That's already given us 18%. We're going to come down here and take the barony of Ramallah. Just to get it out of the way, then we'll come up here, deal with the Sunni uprising, and then start punching on in, you know, main Byzantine territory. See what we can get up to. We've got typhus up there, was it? No, it's smallpox. Oh, I'm sure that won't be too bad. This army has gathered. So we send it down to here. And we're not going to bother giving them commanders because they can fight off any force that I can see in this area at the moment. Oh, looks like the armies of Parma are backing us up there. The Princess of Bulgaria is complaining about her cell. You know, that's fair enough, and we do want her to like me, because we're educating her, so I will be merciful to the young Princess of Bulgaria. Yes, I have a good feeling about this war. I mean, you saw how many troops we could have used. We put down a lot of the vassal levies that we could have used. We could have another 2, 3, maybe even 4 armies trotting around the place, and that's not even counting mercs. We've got enough money to sustain having mercenaries. And independence is only at 10.1%. Going well. After this we will have to put down all of these levies, of course. We should have gone for a claim on Lesbos as well. Ah well, Doesn't matter too much, we're actually just trying to the High Chief of Perm. Oh, our truce with him is running out. Well, that's good, because I want this piece of territory here, and this territory here. But the bit of Ugra itself is more important. But we'll deal with that after we finish kicking around some Byzantines. But yeah, the entire point of this particular war was to take Sicily. And some various other things, but mainly Sicily and the remnants of what we haven't got in Jerusalem. Which is basically Acre and some of this stuff here. I'm hoping that the Barony of Acre comes under... No, it comes under the Duchy of Thrace, somehow. The Byzantines have not been good at keeping their realm, not homogeneous, but sort of reasonable. Like within de jure areas, all that sort of stuff. Apparently we're not leading this siege. Yeah, there's 500 guys from Ascalon doing that, but that's okay, it'll go pretty smoothly, I anticipate. This siege is in effect. Good. Oh, it looks like we're not leading that siege either, but it's almost over. City finished construction in Österreich, so we give that out. We have a bit of money, so let's build some city walls there. Little fight on the way down to reinforce our bros. A lot of pop-ups. Well, not pop-ups, but, you know, warnings and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I can see these armies moving around because we do hold land in the Byzantine Empire, like this barony here. I think that's going to be part of the Knights Hospitaller. So we can get some intelligence on their stuff that they've got, but you know, he's also fighting two other wars that he would probably prefer to win because they're actual rebellions. And we're just kind of being like, yeah, don't worry, bro. We'll take Sicily off you. We know it's hard for you to handle that sort of stuff. So we're still not in control of this siege, but it will go down quick enough that I don't care. And while we're not in control of it, we still get control of it at the end because Parma here is one of our dudes. Like, he's one of our bros, essentially. One of our vassals is the word I'm looking for. People must be dying of laughter in the dungeon because of that entertainment troupe that we have. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing with his 10,000 man army. I know he's got more than that hanging around the place. You can see what we can actually see. The dark area is a fog of war, so we have very good vision on a lot of the place. Partly because of these wonderful Knights Hospitaller and maybe even Templar holdings around the place. It's good. There's a righteous imprisonment of the Count of Upgalon. Eh. He's not trying to murder anybody, he's just trying to redistribute some duchies. I'm fine with that. I like them to be proactive. It's another victory, we're up to 28%. Quite nice. And I will probably punch through this town. There we go. Okay, now you cannot kill that guy. Got some sieges going on, so it's the Sunni one. There's a very small siege up here which isn't progressing. And, okay, so they're actually besieging a Knights Hospitaller holding there. That's alright, they can do that if they want. yeah, we're punching through all of these before we move over to Athens, or Athenai as they call it. Princess Desislava, stop trying to escape. I'm going to return you to your quarters because I am a nice person. And here, have 20 bucks. You know, just while you're in jail. Don't think that there was anything that we could build personally in our personal holdings. Ah, jousting lists in Nuremberg. Do that. Yeah, good. Don't try to kill people. That is not very nice. Don't try and do whatever you're doing. Very good. Attack that. Thank you. And I'm not going to attack that one. I'm just going to let that one ride. Because we were going to get 100% war score in the 12 days of the initial siege period. Stop that. Thank you. We're losing money, allegedly. That's just because when it deals with your money, it doesn't say, okay, so you're going to get this in the month, but you're also going to lose this, so therefore, here's your net gain/loss. It says, here are your expenses, deduct, 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 here are your, you know, here's your income, and it improves on that. Byzantium has converted to the Catholic faith, wonderful. So, while we did lose money there, we still have a net gain, so that should recover fairly swiftly. And there's that town I was talking about, coming over to our way of thinking, as it were. So, over to Athens. Right. I don't think people are going to be getting too pissed off of us. Yeah, 4 points and 5 for Corinthia. That's fine. We'll have this done in a jiffy, as the saying goes. Yeah, see, we're already well above negative income. Or breaking even, as it were. This siege over here is almost done. 48%. You want to give up, bro? No. Alright, alright. Do that thing, then. Okay, that's this one over here dealt with. We still don't have control of this place, but it should sink fairly rapidly. And as you can see, we did get control of it. It's just we're not the siege leaders because of the 4,500 guys that Parma already has there. They could conceivably work that siege by themselves, but fuck it. Just let them do it faster. And speaking of faster, that place has been captured, Ramallah. Now we head up, deal with this Sunni revolt. I'm not going to take any attrition because of how awesome we are. And we'll probably hit up Homs here because it's got a supply limit that we can use. Excellent. I'm not going to attack this place straight at because, well, the Citadel of Athens has a lot of damn troops. So while we are waiting on a lot of these sieges, they're coming along fairly quickly. There's our battle against the Sunni insurgents. There we go, wiped them out. Done. And now these guys can come up to Homs. If I was feeling like it, I could plot just a course along the coastline to come up and hit this army here, but I'm sure what they're doing isn't going to make too much of a difference. Ah, my ward escaped the dungeon. Such a shame. I'm still a guardian, apparently. It's kind of funny. Oh, no, there we go, she's gone. Oh, well. Stop that. Oh, no. His liege might have already told him to stop that. Or I did at another time and just forgot about it. This sort of thing happens. Alright, nice little siege going there. He's at war with other people now? Ah no, these local guys. This here is not a Byzantine war, it's a couple of the dudes of Byzantine getting together to go to war with Syria. Looks like the Byzantine actually ended one of his rebellions. Yeah, and he really should end this other one fairly swiftly. It's just some stuff down here in Yobia. I think he doesn't... Oh yeah, and some stuff over here in mainland Mesopotamia. I think we've done pretty good at curtailing the Byzantine aggression by being incredibly aggressive ourselves. We're up to 67%. What do you think about that, bro? Not just a flesh wound. Alright, alright. Well, I guess it may just be a flesh wound. But it's going to get infected and nasty. Now we could apparently usurp the Kingdom of Georgia. Is that de jure part of Byzantium? Yep. So if we do that, it would give us, you know, more reasons to go to war with the Abbasids here, but considering, you know, we might do that because, just to take a moment out from the Byzantine War, you can see here that the two provinces that the Abbasids hold are part of different duchies. So even if we were to holy war, we could only take one at a time. And this will also give us a, you know, reason for war in Abkhazia here, that we don't have to go to the Pope for. The other one was Kiev, which we can't usurp it because the guy's at war with people. Some rebels. Yeah. Alright, Kingdom of Georgia. Wait, what's it running under? Ag Cog Primogeniture. Done. I'm the King of Georgia. Well, we don't really need to shift it to medium, but medium's a nice place to sit, because then we can revoke infidel titles and vassals can't fight each other. So we'll try and escalate that to medium crown authority in Georgia. And a truce is expiring with the Shahrazids. That's excellent, because I wanted to take Azerbaijan off them. That will complete the Byzantine ribbon and unite our current realm, which we're going to be getting rid of at, you know, various points, as previously explained. Yep, okay, they instituted the medium crown authority law. Good on them. Victory up here. So I will punch through this city of Regia. Is it Regia? I don't know. We'll see. As we just ransomed some children off. Yeah, Regia. I think that eventually becomes Ragusa at some point. Is that where Ragusa is? Must be. It's in around the right place. I'm mumbling somewhat. Your liege lord is who I wanted to talk to. Ransom the other kid. Attack. Yes, if this is going swimmingly, I can see no way for us to lose. They did take that one province off us up there, but that's only worth 4.48%. I mean, what's that in the grand scheme of things? I mean, we just got... where is it? 9.7% for taking that city up here. You've lost, buddy. You should just accept it. Yep, continuing to punch through. These guys have almost successfully besieged Athens. That will be exceptional for us. Good, and we'll do this last one as well. The bishopric of Sipan. Athens has fallen. And we will attack that city because it looks weak. We won't attack the bishopric because it looks a little bit stronger. And we're at 95%. Still 95%. Let's move these guys down to Solano. It's wonderful. We haven't even fought a goddamned battle against these guys. Which is kind of weird now that you think about it, huh? Ah, Majorg. He's not my direct vassal, so yeah, he's probably a heretic. Yeah, not a single direct battle. Apparently we lost a siege down here. Oh! We own a barony here in Cephalonia? I was not aware of that. So let's put us down to 93%, even though that was only worth 2% of war score. So we just keep on getting siege on. Eventually the Byzantine will collapse. Like a deck of cards. So two places are being besieged. Traguea there and Messapia. None of those are... We own a barony in Eubia as well. That's, wow. Hilarious to me. We own baronies all over the place. It's a good thing having the Knights Hospitaller under our rule. I'm kind of hoping that when we release the Kingdom of Jerusalem that the Hospitaller and Templar don't go with them. You know what? We can probably check that out. Yeah, they're beholden to us. They're not de jure beholden to anybody. So, good. And that should be the same for the other guys. Excuse me. Come on, I'm pretty sure I need like 1 or 2 more holdings. That's it, guys. Just 1 or 2 more. We're suffering attrition here because the Hashemids and Syrians are sitting in the province as well. But it's not such a huge amount. There it goes. See, they walked out. We're back. And people are pissed off at us by 9 points. So you can see waging a long war can really get somewhat... Why is that not contributing to the war score? Maybe we should just go and take those places back. I mean, that'll give us something like 7%, which is what we need, right? Yeah. Alright, so once these guys are done besieging this place, I'll send them over to Cephalonia. And these guys I'll start sending up, after they take this one, I'll start sending them up to Millennia. Just to see how it goes. I mean, why not? Looks like Iconian became independent. No, good on him. Attack it. Wow, that's a lot of notifications over here, and they're all because of call to arms from the Duke of Trondelag, who is attacking the Norwegian. Oh, I'd love to have a dismiss all button. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna give myself RSI like this. There was a plot in there, so let's just check the plots. That one's fine. Yo, stop that. And, yeah, that's fine. You guys can kill each other. Capet on Carling. Tell you to attack? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so we're not escalating the war score, probably because of these occupied holdings. So let's go deal with those. It's no big deal. Okay, we captured Constantine Callistos and a variety of other ladies, only one of which can be ransomed. Okay, now these guys are going to not take that route, they're going to come straight to the coast and then head up like this along the coast. And that's due to supply limits. Just make it nice and easier for us. Because some of these armies will not reinforce as their levies. You can see here, this army here, that's purely levies. It started at 20,000, but because we attacked places and did that sort of thing, it's attrited down to 13,000. Which, you know what, not such a bad, like, it's not a problem. It's just something you've got to keep, you know, note of. Because retinues just straight up reinforce. Oh my god, little warnings everywhere. Who'd we lose? We lost our court chaplain. This guy. And let me see. He can attempt to convert Bishab. So he has a 12.66% chance of doing that. Wonderful. Excuse me. Bit of a sniffly nose. This weather is quite cold. Looks like we don't have a dude in the center. That's alright. Fix that up in a moment. That guy'll do. Tell you what, speaking of a sniffly nose and all that sort of stuff, I do hope that that microphone or mute button works. Okay, yeah, so we took this place back and it gave us that little bit extra war score, so we must only be able to get 100% max from holding occupations, and they subtract what we've lost from that. So if we fight any battle against the Byzantines that we get war score for, or if we started to get a ticking war score, we would be able to, you know, win. Alternatively, if we take back the barony of Yedesu up here, we should win. So let's get our bros up that way. And yeah, we're fighting battles, but we're not getting any war score for it, because the battles we're fighting are not against the Byzantine's proper armies. They're against his vassals and that sort of shit. Nobody who's directly involved in the war. City was finished in Steiermark. Good, we'll give that away. And just for a bit of a change, we'll actually give them the town market instead of city walls straight up. Just having a quick check around. Okay, jousting lists in Österreich. Good. And yeah, again, you can see we're at negative balance. That honestly does not matter. It's gonna go away. It's kind of irrelevant. I wish it handled the economy like Europa does. Europa just gives you a flat, at the end of the month you are getting this much money, sort of thing. The supply limit here went down fairly considerably. That's alright. I don't need to be here for long. Come on. Just pop in. And yeah, balance is back to normal. And we'll be attacking this place as soon as possible. Go. And this should win us the war. 100% war score. Here's a big army just in time. We're going to get all that stuff. But it's should usurp messages. Yes, I know. Right. So now we come here and we say, yep, no retinues will be disbanded, so just get rid of those guys. This is an entirely retinue army. We need to move them to friendly territory. Same with these guys. These guys, however, they don't look like they're in friendly territory, but we've got a barony holding there, so we can get rid of the, dudes. And we'll just move this army that way. So what did we get? Sicily. We are going to have to give this place away, or the various parts of it away. We can't usurp the Duchy of Sicily just yet because we don't have the money for it. This guy is my nephew, apparently? Whatever. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff. Gonna have to work out how we're going to get rid of this. Let's find us a Littlefinger. Male. My religion, my culture. Adult will be good. Great house. Not a ruler. I don't care about them being married, but I care about them not being in prison. Search for realm. Whoops. I forgot to order it based on dynasty. Okay, here we are. The Spy Master of Nassau. Any of them that are just like content? I would like it if you could search for like specific traits. Oh, this guy's alright. Seighard. Doesn't have a wife, so that's an issue. And he's too old to really produce. Rudgar's content, he's got a wife, they've got a child. Grats, bro. You will be the Duke of Sicily, which means you get some land because the Duchy of Sicily is, well, substantial. So I'm going to give you Malta. Malta, there it is. And I'm also going to give him all of Sicily, basically. So this will take a little bit of time because I'm not, like, I can't give him the duchy and just give him everything based on that. And I can't do that because I need to usurp the duchy and I don't have the money for it. But I believe that's everything from Sicily itself, so grats. Let's find another Littlefinger. Steward of Istria. Yeah, you look like a fairly stand-up bloke. Let's give you Reggio. I'm going to try not to give them too much land because, well, things. Okay, where else? I don't own those places. I'm going to give this guy the other province in Solano. Or was I? No, I definitely was not, because of the Amalfian. We're going to hold on to Solano for a bit. We do eventually have the demands to actually deal with that. What about Benevento here? That's part of... Right, that. Alright, let's find somebody to give this to. Ah, yeah, like this guy, why not? He's the Baron of the place. Okay, what else do we have? Alright. Athens itself. Is that one of the ones that we're going to have to form if we want to do that? Athens! Who holds Athens? Oh, I do. Right, well, we definitely need to get rid of that. Congratulations, Count Boiphos. You're going to be the Count of Athens, or the Duke of Athens. I also need to actually get rid of the Duke of Solano title. Really? Wow. We're going to have to make a really quick war in a moment. But it will be quick, it'll be nasty, we'll win it. We're going to get Amalfi. But we really need to get rid of his land. Okay, so Marathon. We made this guy the Duke of Athens, so I'm going to have to give him all the stuff he actually desires. Which is the county of FNI. And give him the barony of Marathon that we had below that. We hold this. I don't want that, so I'm just going to give that to somebody. And do you require that off me? No, it looks like it went to him perfectly. Acre over here should be held by one of the dudes in Jerusalem. The dude of Jerusalem, actually. So you can take Acre. Okay. And now for the moment, we're good. We just need to get our guys back to friendly territory so that we can put them down. I'm going to keep these guys here for the moment because that counts as them being on our soil. And we need them to be on our soil to declare war on people. And we're about to have some war. Oh boy, are we about to have some war. Money continues to flow through the trade post in Smyrna. It's the Pisans. So I'm going to not move against this because I like the Pisans being in my territory. I mean, if you look at this, the Pisans have quite a number of trade posts now. So do the Amalfi guys, but it's not going to matter too much. And Republic up here is doing nothing. Because they're lazy. So we have taken a -10 opinion hit. What's this? The Duke of Novgorod feels that the county of Luki should serve him. He does actually have a point, but let's go over these. So he has a point, which means that the Countess of Luki serves him. Denied, which is he doesn't like us a little bit more. I like my other vassal better, which gives the Countess of Luki a claim on the Duke's title of Novgorod. And that's available to us because of our high intrigue skill. Or impress him with vague promises, which is diplomacy. So he has a point. And yep, there we go. Not too bad. Come on guys, just get back to friendly territory. So even though the war's over, we're still accruing vassal levy raised penalties. And that's because we have vassal levies raised, still. We just need them to get back to friendly territory. And then we could say, go away. And then we'll have a nice swift little war before the end of the episode, just to cap it up. And yeah, that'll be good. Good fun. Good, clean fun. Okay. This entire army goes home. And now we don't have any raised levies. You can tell that because neither of these buttons are red. And it says 0 here. So we can declare war yet again. Start the move, they'll get there in a few days. See, now we have a de jure claim. Go. $10,000 troops. You know, I didn't expect them to have that much, but we have 21,000 led by some of the best military minds. And while the Doge himself is actually pretty damn good, he's not as good as us. We found the Contador of the Navarrese company and killed him in the battle. Very good. Very good. So we've only got 63% from that fight, so we haven't won yet. But we have a really quick siege of the actual city of Amalfi. We take that. We're at 100%. Done. Right, so. What we're going to do is take this guy from the city of Minori, and we're going to make him the Duke of Solano. So we got rid of Amalfi, don't get us wrong there. Amalfi, gone. We've created Solano. Kinda cool. And that's gotten rid of that duchy issue that we were having. And we're just gonna deal with the rest of these places. Because, where is it? Where is it? Come on. We're going to be the King of Sicily. Done. And it is agnatic primogeniture. And free investiture. So this has been a pretty, excuse me. How would you say? Eventful episode? I mean, we only really did two things. The Byzantine strategy and the rest of it. We're going to get these guys to move over here now because we're about to go to war for this, for Azerbaijan in a moment. And that will almost completely constrict the Byzantines, excluding this area up here. Exceptional work, subby. If I do say so myself. Oh, and these dudes down here should start moving up to Norway. But yeah, after we've taken the rest of Sicily, this army can go back over to Western Europe proper and do its own thing over there. And now that we're king, we can just say, hey, buddy. Well, he doesn't like us at all. Oh, because he wants our stuff. Yeah, so we just have a de jure claim on that. This guy really doesn't like us because he wants a bunch of our stuff too. So, well, we can have a de jure claim on it, or we can get it for like our niece. We might get it for our niece. Well, we'll see how that goes next episode. But it's time to end this one, so as usual, if you have any questions or comments, well, go ahead and leave them below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Keeping in mind, we're still looking for opinions on what to do with the conversion from CK2 to Europa Universalis 4. And just a reminder, the choice was we could either be this huge blob or be Germany and have to deal with massive prestige loss and the mechanics of being the emperor, the elected emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Keeping in mind, of course, that during the course of Europa Universalis we will have to deal with the Protestant Reformation, which may split the entire HRE unless we're really good at our work. But, you know, it'll be different from us being a big blob steamrolling a bunch of, Asian countries and going and colonizing stuff. Excuse me. Of course, keep in mind that we're going to stop at the Strait of Gibraltar. We're going to stop here-ish, and we've almost stopped down here. And we're going to leave England and maybe even Iceland up here by themselves. Like, they're going to be Littlefinger, of course, but they'll be individual, nations. Anyway, blabbed on for long enough, so, yep, I said the thing about questions already. If you liked this video, please give it a like. I'd love to see that. It lets me know what you guys are into. Wink. And if you liked it so much that you would enjoy seeing more of this sort of thing, well, the subscribe button is just down there. Go ahead, give it a press. But in the meantime, I've been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.